Capcom, Capcom, Capcom. You know the name, you know the company, you know the memes. There is no denying it that Capcom has been on a roll in recent years. This year, Capcom has recorded profits again for its 7th year running. For all you youngsters out there, that's more than 1,000 V-Bucks. From Resident Evil to Street Fighter, all the way to Monster Hunter, Capcom has been releasing banger after banger after banger, which is why I'm super excited for Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster. Grab your camera, answer that call from Otis, and get ready for some PP.
Fantastic!
Dead Rising was originally released back on the Xbox 360 on August 6, 2006, making it nearly a 20-year-old game.
We are so old.
The game was greatly received from both critics and gamers for the graphics, gameplay, and story. Dead Rising really truly felt like a next-gen experience. I remember it blowing my mind back in the day with how many zombies they had on the screen at once. With unique gameplay mechanics, well-written characters, wacky encounters, Dead Rising became a fan favorite. For those who have been living under a rock, the story follows photojournalist Frank West. He's covered wars, you know, who finds himself in Willamette, Colorado, and has 72 hours to uncover the conspiracy of how the dead have risen. Pun intended. For first timers, I will leave it there because spoilers. Now, Dead Rising's success spawned sequels, spin-offs, and a 4th game that everyone wants to pretend that never happened, which unfortunately killed the franchise. Dead Rising as a game and series has not been able to be successfully replicated to this day. The new Dead Rising is what I've been waiting for years. Let's jump into what Capcom is cooking. The game looks astonishing. From the short preview that has been presented to us in the announcement trailer and the game overview trailer from Capcom Next, you can clearly see the attention to detail Capcom have been putting into crafting Dead Rising into 2024. From the models to textures to the lighting and shadows, and finally into the environment and art direction. The world of Dead Rising has never looked better. I'm also equally impressed that game director Rizuki Murari has stated the game will run at 4K 60 FPS. However, he did not state if this feature will be on consoles. The game has also massive quality of life improvements. Gone are the days with a one save. For the OGs, we know how painful the save system was in the original Dead Rising. If you save at the wrong time, wrong place, it could result in you failing the main story and having to restart the whole game again. Implementing multiple save slots and an autosave feature will make it more accessible for newcomers and a breath of fresh air for the old fans alike. Speaking of accessibility, the game will now be voiced in 9 different languages and text in 14 different languages with UI improvements and player control improvements. This game is looking on track to be the most player-reached Dead Rising in history. Improvements to AI. Gone are the days of survivors getting stuck on a pixel of environment, causing OGs PTSD of spamming Frank yelling, "Come on," in a desperate attempt that the broken survivor AI would get smarter. Good times. Wait. Are those stairs that lead up to the safe room? After 18 years, it's beautiful. Finally, I do love how they kept a lot of the old animations and physics from the previous game. Some of these are wacky and straight up will make you crack a smile while playing. From what has been shown, I am very excited to dive right back into the Dead Rising universe. However, I will say, I am sad to hear that Capcom did not approach the original voice actor for Frank West. Terrence J. Rodolo will always be the voice of Frank. I feel like after 18 years, the voice is iconic. We even saw the same issue with Dead Rising 4, where Terrence didn't reprise his role. However, with how Dead Rising 4 turned out, maybe it was for the best.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Capcom is known for replacing voice actors with their mainline characters. Look at the Resident Evil series for an example, the remakes especially. My final thoughts? I have been waiting for an excuse to jump back into the Dead Rising universe. Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster is the excuse I need. I am excited for Capcom in giving the series the same love and treatment as their other remakes. I hope this new/old entry into the series is enough to revive the series. You can clearly see that the team behind this project are passionate in bringing us the best version of Dead Rising we have ever seen into this current generation. This game will bring in a lot of new fans and please a lot of the old ones.